Yankees fans, fasten your seatbelts because the Bronx is buzzing, and it's not just because of the weather. The Yankees are in full throttle, delivering high-stakes drama, breakout performances, and potential blockbuster moves that are setting the stage for what could be a legendary 2025 season. Whether you've been following every pitch or just tuning in, there's a lot to unpack. And trust me, you won't want to miss a second of it. Let's start with what went down recently. On the field, it was supposed to be a routine night, another chance to keep the momentum going, but it turned into something far more electric. Picture this. The Yankees battling the Rockies in the high altitude of Coors Field. Weather delays, pressure-packed moments, and yet another series on the line. And who steps up? Not a regular star, not one of the usual suspects, but backup catcher J.C. Escarra, the guy who's been grinding behind the scenes waiting for a shot to shine. And wow, did he deliver? Escarra didn't just participate. He dominated, going 3 for 4 at the plate with 2 huge RBIs. His bat came alive in moments that mattered, but it wasn't just the offense. Behind the plate, his chemistry with young starter Will Warren was on full display, framing pitches like a seasoned pro, controlling the tempo, and earning the trust of the entire pitching staff. Yankees fans, this wasn't just a great night. This might be the start of something special. Escarra is starting to look like more than a backup. He's looking like a future cornerstone. The game itself was a roller coaster. Cody Bellinger sparked things early, hustling to put the Yankees on the board, but Will Warren stumbled out of the gate. That first inning wasn't pretty. The Rockies took advantage of the thin air and unfamiliar conditions, tagging him for 2 quick runs. But what followed was nothing short of a gutsy bounce back. Warren settled in, and the defense behind him, especially Anthony Volpe, stepped up huge. Volpe was everywhere, flashing that gold glove potential and keeping the Rockies from doing any more serious damage. Then came the turning point. Volpe smacked a triple, Escarra drove him in, and just like that, the energy shifted. Aaron Judge, always the anchor, did what he does best. Clutch hitting. He delivered a go-ahead double in the 5th to set the tone, and then Jason Dominguez tacked on a sacrifice fly. It looked like the Yankees had all the momentum when suddenly the skies opened up. A rain delay, not a short one. We're talking 1 hour and 46 minutes of uncertainty. But when the tarp came off, the Yankees came back just as locked in. The bullpen took the reins and said, not today. Jonathan Loaisiga, Mark Leiter Jr., and Devin Williams pieced together solid innings to protect the lead, even as the Rockies threatened. It wasn't all smooth. Luke Weaver came in for the save and gave up a solo shot that made things way too interesting, especially with runners on late. But when it counted, he locked in and shut the door. A tense finish, a team effort, and yet another victory in the books. Their 6th straight series win. Still, the night belonged to Escarra. That RBI single in the 8th gave the Yankees the insurance they needed. His connection with Warren looked polished. His awareness behind the plate, his game calling, everything screamed big league ready. It's not often a backup catcher commands the spotlight, but Escarra did just that. The Yankees might have a catcher pipeline brewing, and fans are already starting to take notice. This wasn't just another W, it was a message to the league. The Yankees aren't just winning, they're evolving. Now let's shift from the field to the front office, where things are just as intense. While the team continues to rack up wins, the reality is that this roster still has holes. Injuries, inconsistency, and some glaring gaps are pushing Brian Cashman and company into action. Word is they're already scanning the market. Now, they're not being passive about it. The Yankees are reportedly looking hard for 2 key additions: a solid right-handed bat, preferably someone who can handle third base, and an arm to reinforce the starting rotation. Despite the team's impressive 30-win, 21-loss start to the season, nobody in the building is pretending everything's perfect. Aaron Judge continues to put up MVP caliber numbers. He's batting over 300. His on-base and slugging percentages are off the charts, and he's carrying the lineup night after night. But baseball's a long season. One player, even a superstar like Judge, can carry the team. For 162 games straight, Jason Dominguez and Anthony Volpe have shown flashes of brilliance, hinting at the kind of players they could become. Dominguez, especially, has started to look like a long-term outfield force, while Volpe is maturing rapidly on both sides of the ball. Then there's Bellinger, a bit of a mixed bag so far. His hustle and defense remain top tier, but his bat has been streaky. Add in Jazz Chisholm Jr.'s persistent injury issues, and suddenly the infield looks dangerously thin. And let's not forget the brutal blow of losing Oswaldo Cabrera for the year. That ankle injury wasn't just bad luck. It left the Yankees scrambling for a third base solution. Right now, that solution is a mix-and-match approach involving DJ LeMahieu, Oswald Peraza, and Jorbit Vivas. Let's be honest, that's not exactly a postseason-ready infield trio. LeMahieu's numbers have dipped significantly, with his production at the plate well below league average. Peraza still hasn't taken that next step. Vivas is intriguing but unproven. That's why the Yankees are eyeing the trade market. They want someone reliable, experienced, and with a bat that can slot into the middle of the order. Names like Ahmed Rosario, Otto Lopez, and Lenyn Sosa have been whispered, but nothing concrete yet. The problem? It's still May, and most teams haven't given up on their playoff dreams. And then there's the rotation. Garrett Cole, Luis Gil, and Marcus Stroman are all on the injured list. That's 3/5 of the starting staff gone. In their absence, the Yankees have leaned on rookie Will Warren and veteran Ryan Yarbrough. Warren's shown some serious upside. His performance in the Rockies series was a testament to that. He's striking out batters, showing poise, and earning trust. But he's still young, still raw. The Yankees don't necessarily need a new ace. They need depth. They need someone who can give them innings, keep them in games, and take the pressure off the bullpen. Some names floating around include Adrian Hauser and, interestingly, Sandy Alcantara. Yes, Alcantara has struggled, but the potential is still there. The Yankees could see him as a buy low candidate who could turn things around in the right environment. Again, the challenge is timing. With the trade deadline still months away, teams are holding their cards. Nobody wants to be the first to sell unless the offer is too good to refuse. So for now, the Yankees are watching, waiting, and quietly working the phones. They're also scanning the waiver wire. Veterans like Orlando Arcia and Kevin Pillar have become available. Not blockbuster names, but solid depth options who could plug gaps. Even within the division, there are potential fits. Kyle Gibson, Sean Newcomb, players who may not excite fans on paper but could eat innings or provide late-season relief in pressure spots. The point is the Yankees are not standing still. As they know that October glory starts with May and June decisions, this front office is moving early, and that should give fans plenty of confidence. The reinforcements are coming, and not just from the injured list. And speaking of reinforcements, the Yankees may be preparing to make a major international move. And no, this isn't just a rumor to ignore. Word is spreading fast that the Yankees are closely monitoring Japanese slugger Munetaka Murakami, the man who shattered records by hitting 56 home runs in a single Nippon professional baseball season. That's right, Murakami, a name already etched in Japanese baseball history, could be the next superstar to wear pinstripes. He's expected to be posted at the end of the 2025 season, and the Yankees are among the frontrunners to pursue him aggressively. This is more than a scouting report. This is a potential cultural and competitive shift. Think back to the impact Hideki Matsui had when he arrived in New York. Think about what Tanaka brought. The Yankees have always embraced the stage, and they understand what it means to bring in not just great players, but global icons. Murakami could be that next player. Over 8 seasons, he's hit over 240 home runs with a slugging percentage north of 540. Analysts believe he could be a consistent 30 home run threat in Major League Baseball, with a respectable batting average somewhere in the .240 to .260 range. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. The baseball world has been rocked in recent hours by rumors that, if true, could dramatically alter the landscape of Major League Baseball, and more specifically, the city of New York. According to sources close to the situation, there are whispers circulating that the New York Yankees have pulled off a blockbuster trade with their crosstown rivals, the New York Mets, involving none other than star first baseman Pete Alonso. While there's been no official confirmation from either franchise, the speculation is that the Yankees have decided to part ways with their current first baseman in a bold move to bring Alonso to the Bronx. The player, famously known as Polar Bear, is widely regarded as one of the league's premier power hitters, having earned multiple All-Star selections and surpassed the 40 home run mark in several seasons. A trade of this magnitude would undoubtedly send shockwaves through the sport, both on and off the field. The rumor gained traction after insiders noticed unusual activity among executives from both teams, along with Alonso's absence from some recent Mets workouts, naturally raising eyebrows among journalists and fans alike. The speculation suggests that the Yankees, frustrated with inconsistent offensive production at first base in recent years, sought a definitive solution to strengthen their lineup by targeting Alonso, who could become a cornerstone alongside stars like Aaron Judge and Juan Soto. From the Mets' perspective, the potential trade is being viewed cautiously, but also strategically. The franchise, long committed to building a sustainable contender, may have demanded a significant package in return for Alonso, possibly including the Yankees' current first baseman, as well as promising young prospects or high-ceiling pitchers. It's important to emphasize that despite the growing buzz, there has been no official statement from Yankees general manager Brian Cashman or Mets president of baseball operations David Stearns. The possibility of a deal of this scale has sparked heated debates among fans and analysts alike. Would it be a risky gamble or a masterstroke? For now, New York remains divided and on edge, eagerly awaiting confirmation of what could be a seismic shift, not only in the Yankees-Mets rivalry, but in the balance of power across Major League Baseball this season. If Pete Alonso really does make the move across the East River, it will go down as one of the most monumental transactions in recent baseball history. Until then, the baseball world watches and waits, dissecting every hint and move, wondering whether this rumor will become reality or simply another story fueling New York's eternal baseball rivalry. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.